Thank you. I am happy to be here, and I'm excited to be talking about LinkedIn. My goal today is to convince all of you to be on LinkedIn if you're not already there. So let's get started. LinkedIn, I like to call LinkedIn a platform that it's really Facebook in a suit and tie. Okay, it's a professional network, and its mission is really to take over the professional world, becoming a one-stop shop for professionals worldwide to find a job, recruit employees, consume industry-specific news, including articles, blogs, videos, etc., create and publish original industry-specific content. So again, blogs, podcasts, videos, online trainings, etc., can all be posted and discussed on LinkedIn. You want to get industry specific online. So this is your opportunity to work with other like-minded individuals, to meet with them, to network with them, to collaborate on certain projects with them. It's also an opportunity to find clients, customers, vendors, and investors. You want to sell specific products and services to targeted audiences worldwide. Okay? So one thing that your profile should answer, so when you do sign up for a LinkedIn account, one of the first things you'll be asked to do is to set up your profile, just like any other social media platform. What's important in a LinkedIn profile is that you want to answer, how is what I'm sharing here going to help your prospects, your ideal clients, or your ideal customers solve his or her biggest problem? How is what you're writing down at that moment going to help your ideal client make more money, save time, and solve core challenges in their businesses? So what this is really getting to is to stop telling people how great you are without telling them how you can help them. That's the point of LinkedIn. You want to be able to showcase what you bring to the table. Your profile photo should be, it's an easy one. Show me your teeth, show me your eyes. You want to be smiling, and you don't want to have sunglasses on. You want to make that first impression a good one. This is your opportunity to really connect with your audience, and they connect more to individuals who are smiling and to individuals whom you can see their faces, see their eyes. If you're wearing sunglasses, or if you're, not smiling, people will not feel as apt to connect to you. The one sentence you must get right on LinkedIn is, in fact, your professional title. It needs to answer who you are, what you do, what are the audiences you serve, what can you bring to the table for your customers, and it needs to show some sort of credibility or social proof. Okay? It should be focused on what you can do for your ideal customers, your ideal audience, and what makes you different from the rest. What makes you better than your competitors? This should all be answered in your professional title in LinkedIn. Content you'll be sharing, one thing I always tell my clients is not to be afraid to give high quality content that is useful and valuable to your viewers for free. If you're able to give free advice, I'm not saying you share your trade secrets, okay? But if you can give your clients free advice or free and useful information, they'll keep coming back to you. And that will just showcase your credibility, where then later you can ask for the sale. Okay? You also want to network on LinkedIn. So participate in groups within your industry. So one of the options on LinkedIn is to join certain groups. Again, think of it like Facebook, but in a suit and tie. So the groups function in Facebook, professionally done in LinkedIn. Okay, so participate in these groups, follow them, comment, stay active in them. Don't sell. I know that's hard to say, but instead of selling on LinkedIn, you want to actually add value, give personalized free advice, and then these clients will come back to you because you didn't try to sell them something. And then then that's at the point where you can ask for a sale later. You want to promote your business, but again, not sell it, promote it. Promote it in a way where you are actually telling your clients or telling your potential clients what you can bring to the table. What makes you better than the rest, okay? Why are you an expert? Share opinions. You know, everyone has an opinion on certain topics. It's okay to share your opinion. Share opinion as an expert in the industry, as an expert in your field. And then you can always promote your resume and experiences. For example, I myself will be promoting today's presentation. I had promoted it previously, and I will be promoting it going forward just to say, hey, I'm credible. I presented here. So this is something that you will see on my LinkedIn as well. Within the platform, you're going to be asked a series of questions that will help you come up with your summary. So these are just really, I would, you know, if I were you, you could take a snapshot of this slide. I'll give it a couple of minutes. But this is really what you need to answer. These are examples of what your summary should look like. So what I do would be I help your target audience achieve what is their goal by providing what product or service you can provide to them, okay? Then you will be asked who I work with. So for example, I partner with your target audience or specific industry, including, you know, a bulleted list of job titles, industry names, credible individuals, etc. Why it works? When you partner with your company, you get the most efficient, effective, and affordable what? What are they getting out of this deal? Okay. What makes me or us, your company, different? What makes you unique? What makes you better? What makes you different than your competitors? How many years of experience do you have? Do you have any certifications or patents? Make it personal. Make it one-on-one attention and customer service support, right? Do you have that? And what others are saying. Testimonials are gold, okay? Really, they're platinum. You want to copy and paste 2 to 3 testimonials in this area. Use real people, okay? Full name, company name, etc., and explain specific values or benefits that the person received from you or your business. And if you don't have these, reach out to some of your clients that you've worked with that have been satisfied and get them. Because people want to do business with people who have great recommendations. It's word of mouth, right? If you need work on your house, you're going to ask your family and friends who you should work with, right? Same thing on LinkedIn. If people are on your profile and they can see that there are many individuals or there are many people pulling for you, many people who have worked with you and who have enjoyed your services, then they'll be more likely to contact you to also create a business relationship. How it works, you want to explain your process. So, for example, we start with a free evaluation. We first speak over the phone to discuss your needs. We perform XYZ services for you. So this is really where you state what you do for them. And then ready to talk. Make sure you include your contact information here. Email me, message me, send me a message via a specific email address, whatever the case may be. Visit us online at the website for all our contact information, okay? LinkedIn tips, explain what it is you do and name a few of the audiences you serve, okay? Treat your customers and clients like rock stars, because if you do, they'll keep coming back to you. Price is only an issue in the absence of value. We pay more than we need to for our smartphones, okay? Whoever came up with this idea, right? The Android, the Apple, these are wonderful tools to have, and I can't not have one these days. And I pay a ridiculous amount of money to have these devices. So to me, my Android phone, my Samsung, has a tremendous amount of value, and I am willing to pay for it. So price is not my first concern if the value is there, which it is with my smartphone. So think of that when you're going through your services. What are you doing for your clients, right? Price is only going to be an issue for your clients if you are not giving them the value that they need from you. And again, recommendations are gold. So one more time, on LinkedIn, stop selling yourself, stop selling your business, start helping your clients, start telling them how you can help them, start telling them how you are better than your competitors, and then the sale will come. There is a 5-step strategy when utilizing LinkedIn. The first is to find your ideal prospects. Now, how do you do that? It takes some legwork. You need to know who your competitors are in the industry. You need to know who your competitors' clients are in the industry. And you need to try to target them. You also might be involved in certain groups on social media platforms where lists of prospects will begin to develop. Those are the individuals you want to send one-on-one personal messages to, and let them know that you'd like to connect. And if there's anything that you can bring to the table for them, put that in a message, in a one-on-one message, okay? You want to build a relationship with them. Find out what they need help with. And if you can help them, offer that help. Don't sell it. Just offer to help them to begin with. And maybe it's just a brainstorming session, okay? And then you can ask for a sale later. Demonstrate your expertise and/or your value before asking for anything. Establish your credibility. Make sure your testimonials are listed on LinkedIn. Make sure that any presentations or anything that you have done or any big projects you've accomplished are on LinkedIn. You want to demonstrate your expertise in the industry, in your position, etc. And then, and only then, after you've done everything else, can you ask for the sale. Okay. Be unique. So the more memorable you are, not gimmicky, there's a big difference there. The more likable and trustworthy you are, the more people will want to do business with you. Teaching sells. So putting out content that draws people in helps them see the immediate value and benefit of what you're talking about, of what you can bring to the table. And then it leaves them with a subtle hint about the fact that you can provide this service for them right now. You and only you, or you and you can do it better than everyone else. So put out content, again, give some free advice. Don't give away your trade secrets, but give them free advice. Add value before asking for the sale, okay? For myself, I'm always putting out social media tips and tricks out there. Now, I put this out there for free. No one needs to sign up for anything. And after a while, this is when people realize, hey, she knows what she's talking about. I want her to manage my social media campaign. And that's how I've developed my credibility. I'm not afraid to give out free tips and tricks. In the end, that value is worth more to my clients than the price. And they will contact me and we will begin a business relationship. So in 2020 and beyond, when it comes to LinkedIn, what problem are you going to solve for your readers? What can you bring to the table? Okay. Don't ask for a sale until you have proven yourself. Don't be afraid to give free advice. And really publish what makes you different. Okay, what makes you unique? What makes you better than the rest? Once you've had the basics of LinkedIn, your next goal can then be to become a LinkedIn influencer. This is when you begin to grow your audience based on your interest in your field. You don't stop at aligning your name with your brand. You really become an expert in all things related to your field, or at least knowledgeable with an opinion. So meaning you'll have an opinion on what other experts may be saying, okay? You want to become an expert in the community in which you do business in. So that means know a little bit about the politics, the local businesses, the school systems. People will then begin to follow you and reach out to you on LinkedIn because of your expertise and not because of your likability. So one example that I always give here, I am a mother of a small child, a 7-year-old, and there is a woman on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and she's called Mommy DIY. So on a day like today, if my daughter were home, if she were not in school, it's a rainy day here, and I would be looking for something to do with her, something to keep her preoccupied so that I could, so that she's not bored and sitting in front of the TV all day. So what I would do is I would actually go to this Mommy DIY, which I consider to be a major influencer in all things crafts and do-it-yourself topics for a mother and child to do, or a father and child to do. So that is why I follow this particular individual. And keep that in mind when you want people to follow you. What is your expertise? And how can you share that expertise so that you can help your audience? Mommy DIY helps me because on rainy days when I'm stuck without any craft or anything to do, all I have to do is sign on to her channels and I'll see what her latest project is. And instantly it becomes a fun thing to do that could take up to a couple of hours, okay? The general tips when you are dealing with LinkedIn, you want to be engaging. So you want to comment on other influencers or other experts' posts. You don't just want to like. It's important to like a post, but it's even better to become engaging. So share your opinion on another person's post, okay, another company's post. Appropriate use of hashtags without overdoing it. Hashtags are still very important for organic growth. So organic growth means not paying for advertisements. So you will pay for advertisements as part of your marketing strategy, I'm sure. But to grow your audience organically or free of charge, I guess you could say, you want to use hashtags. So hashtag campaign is important because what this is it's really keywords in your field. Okay, so for instance, I have a client, I have a couple of resorts that I do business with on Block Island. So what I do in almost every single one of their posts, I will hashtag Block Island, hashtag Rhode Island, hashtag the name of their resort, okay? And maybe hashtag something like paradise or something to that degree, something in travel and tourism, okay? You want to select key phrases or key words for your specific industry. You want to select them on a more global level. So again, hashtag travel. And then you want to select them, you want to select a few closer to home. So it might be hashtag Rhode Island so that it narrows when people are searching for something specific, like a resort on Block Island. I would have the hashtag travel that would bring in a greater deal of individuals to my posts, but then I would be able to narrow it down to Rhode Island if they were searching for travel in Rhode Island, okay, or travel in Block Island. So you want to carefully select your hashtags, and that will help with your organic growth. And always hashtag the name of your business. Whether or not it's popular yet isn't the important thing. The important thing is the more you hashtag it, the more you use it, the more your business will grow. And the more popularity it'll grow when using mechanisms such as Google or Bing, or even when people are searching right within LinkedIn. Okay? You also want to remember to have a conversation. It's about inciting emotion when it comes to social media. It's having a conversation. You're not a robot, okay? So you'll have your scheduled posts, but you'll also want to incite some sort of feeling, have your opinions on these posts, okay? And I always say to use what I call the 4-to-1 strategy. Everyone has a specific content manner of posting that they prefer, meaning you're either very comfortable with videos, or you're very comfortable with posting photos, or maybe you're very comfortable with just sharing links on the World Wide Web, okay? Whatever the case may be, you want to change it up a little bit. So what I suggest is that, say for instance, you're very comfortable with photos. You put your content out there, and at every 5th post, so you'd put 4 posts of videos, and at your 5th post, you change it up and put a video or put a link on there. Okay, and what that does is that keeps your readers engaged. It keeps them coming back for more information. It gives them some sort of familiarity, and they get kind of accustomed to the routine, and they might like it. So that's called the 4-to-1 strategy. I just wanted to share a couple of statistical slides with you. Unsurprisingly here, LinkedIn is the leading social media channel for B2B, business-to-business marketers, and Twitter is trailing as a close second. So LinkedIn is where you want to be for B2B. Your LinkedIn audience overview. So this is of last year. They haven't put out this year's numbers yet, but the number of people that LinkedIn reports can be reached with adverts, which is advertisements on LinkedIn, is 604.4 million people. A lot of people use to see an advertisement when using LinkedIn. That's huge. Okay. And the Fortune 500 corporate social media usage, you can see from 2016 to 2018. Again, they don't have the updated numbers, but LinkedIn tops the charts, okay? Fortune 500 companies are using LinkedIn more than any other platform for their B2B marketing, social media usage. LinkedIn is considered the most effective for B2B lead generation, 80.33%. And Twitter is only at 12.73. So that is my presentation. I'll end with this. I'll end with a thank you. And here you can see that you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.